Hi guys, and welcome to 5 Minute Play on ReplayRetro. The game I'm going to show you today is Parodius on the PC Engine, although obviously as I don't own a PC Engine, I'll be showing you it on the TurboGrafx 16 using an adapter I have which allows me to play PC Engine games on the TurboGrafx 16 and Turbo Express. It's a version of Gradius, essentially. It's based on Gradius, for anyone that knows that particular shooter. But it doesn't take itself as seriously. As you can tell from the screen that's on at the minute, there's lots of nice comedy graphics and it's very bright and fun. I do have this game on the Super Nintendo, but I've never actually played this version on the TurboGrafx, so I'm interested to see what it's like. So without further ado, let's try and get into it. One player, and we'll start the timer here. I'll be Twin B because he was always my favourite character. Manual power-ups, and we'll play on normal. If I remember rightly, the first wave comes from the top. When you defeat waves like this, you get power-ups which you can use to save up for various power-ups at the bottom of the screen. Which at the minute I am actually saving up to get an option. I love option. As you can see with spinning heads and the like, it's not the kind of game that takes itself too seriously. Trying to get that bell power up, but I want it to turn into a decent one. The bells all change based on their colour. I think the white one is a good one. Yeah, megaphone. I assume that's shouting insults. I know in the UK version that shouts things like no parking and blah blah blah. One of many cool power-ups. The villains on this, the bosses are just incredible, and actually some of the main the standard enemies are. I know at one point in this game you're flying through the legs of ballerinas. Another one sees you fighting a giant penguin captain. Oh no, I wasted that power up. Giant heads attached to battleships. Clown faces. There you go, now I've got some speed, that should make me a bit more effective. It's a very cool game, it's very playful and bright, as you can tell, and obviously that goes with what's going on. Oh, just picked up the tail gun, which is a bit of a crappy weapon, especially in the situation I'm in right now. Can't get through. Oh my freaking... Yeah, I was never going to get through that, was I? Yeah, it's very playful and bright. The graphics are very vivid. Just as vivid as they are on the SNES, really, although I think this version is a bit slower than the Super Nintendo, if I'm honest. The music goes with that whole concept. It's very bright and very happy and vivid. No! That was so foolish! Walked straight into that. Come on now, think. I'm going to go with the old "it's really difficult to play while reviewing" line. This is one of those games though that I totally recommend for anyone. It's just such a cool game. Such a lot of fun. It just doesn't take itself seriously. I know a lot of Gradius fans don't like this game because of how, you know, childish it is. But I think it's that childishness that makes this. I like Gradius too, but I like this as something different. Well, looks like we've got a boss coming. Although I'll be lucky if I can avoid these bloody wasps. There we go. Obviously a lot of you won't have PC Engines or TurboGrafx, but may have the Super Nintendo, in which case try and pick this up on the Super Nintendo. Because it is a fantastic game that is well worth picking up. The white should be really good for this. It's a fantastic game, definitely worth picking up. It's very fun, it doesn't take itself seriously, and some of the sprites and characters in it are just so unbelievable. Like this boss, Captain Parrot I think it is, or Captain Penguin. Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to get time to defeat him, but... because that noise means it's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has given you a good insight into the game. That was Parodius on the PC Engine, also available on the Super Nintendo and probably some other formats. And it's a game I would definitely recommend if you're into shooters and you're also into games that are funny, because it is a very fun game. As the game progresses, it only gets more and more ludicrous. If you think a giant pirate ship with a cat's head is ludicrous, then you really haven't seen anything yet. This game has so much more to show. Look for a list of villains on Wikipedia, maybe. I'm sure you'll find how ludicrous some of them are. This game... I actually fear the person who thought this game up, because their mind must be a very odd place. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.